Hello, a happy new year to my Virgos, Sun, Moon, Risings, and Venuses. This is Cece with Cece Rose Tarot. Welcome, welcome. This is your January 2020 reading. As you can see, I've already displayed your cards and I've shuffled and gotten communication spiritually as to the message that needs to be delivered to my Virgos, Sun, Moon, Risings, and Venuses. If you're new to my channel, again, my name is Cece with Cece Rose Tarot, and I'm a Libra Sun, and my Moon is Virgo, and my Rising is Cancer. Current subscribers, you are so lovely for the love you give me. I really appreciate it. I get a lot of feedback. I get a lot of views from my Virgos. Virgos are very spiritually inclined, and I really appreciate that feedback I get. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe, hit like, share, leave a comment. If you're interested in a personal reading, my information will be below as to how you can reach me and request a personal reading, okay? Now, this reading's for those it resonates with, okay? As you can see, I've shuffled your cards. And this is actually a new deck that I got from the bookstore. And it's actually a beginner's deck. But I was just so amazed at the art of the cards that I had to get it. Well, actually, my boyfriend bought them, but he actually spotted these cards as we were shopping for tarot cards. And I didn't even see these. So thanks to his good third eye. And we picked up this deck, and I really love the I love the art, and I love the symbolisms within these cards, Anyways, Virgo, what's going on January 2020? It looks like we have a story to tell. It looks like Virgos have been through some things, as I can see with the cards when I originally displayed them. But I'm going to go ahead and get started on the bottom of the deck card. Let's look. So bottom of the deck, I had the Ten of Wands, as you can see. Ten of Wands, it's obvious. He's carrying a lot of weight, a lot of loads. He has things that are in opposition to him getting to his destination. As you can see, the house in the background. He's carrying a lot of weight, a lot of load on his back. So a lot of my Virgos, y'all felt like y'all had to be responsible for a lot of shit. A lot of people's shit, a lot of bullshit, have had a lot of expenses, have had a lot of things come up. And a lot of y'all are single parents out there I'm speaking to. Some of y'all aren't single parents. Some of y'all are recovering from a breakup, have had to take on the load of a lot of different things. You might work multiple jobs because you feel like you have to fulfill your expenses. That was 2019. And this is the overall energy of my Virgos. Y'all are so tired of carrying the load of everybody's BS that you have a clear-cut plan as to what you're going to do in 2020. Now, you might be taking on multiple endeavors, multiple things in pursuit of your passions and pursuits. So you might be going to school and working at the same time, and you have a YouTube, and you might have a lot of things going on, Virgo, but you are staying focused on your destination. You're still walking with all that shit on your back and in your hands, and you're not going to let anything stop you, okay? All right, let's go ahead and look at the beginning of the cards. I have 4 Pentacles. Look, the reflection on these cards. As you can see, it's gold. 4 Pentacles is stability. This represents your energy, Virgo. It represents Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, but having a lot of stability as far as home goes. A lot of you have not, been able to really settle and be the way you need to be because you are in the mode of making sure your home is stable. Some of you have recently moved into property and are settling into your property. Some of you are seeking to move into a property, relocate, change locations. A lot of stableness will be coming about in January 2020. Okay. And you'll feel complete. You'll feel good that you have your feet on all of, you have your foot on things. You don't have to worry about nothing. You'll have your foot on any financial, career, business, investments, any of that. You will have control over it. You'll be stable. You'll be in a better position than what you have been, Virgo. You have been through a lot of things, but you've done it in order to get to this destination. 3 of Pentacles tells me you're still working in the background. You've been working on some things. I see a lot of people out there creating business projects, probably real estate investors. Some of you are working in the background, on how to get this best investment on property. I feel a lot of stock traders out there. A lot of y'all work in the medical fields, and you're increasing your trade by taking on additional classes, getting additional degrees, whatever you're doing in the background, it's going to pay off. And that's why you feel as if you have a lot of weight on you. Even coming into 2020, you feel like I have a lot of weight on me. You have a lot of opposition. Might have had opposition from some people around you. It could be your mate. It could be your family. It could be a lot of, different projections of how they feel about what you're doing. You might don't feel like people support you as much. You might feel you have some haters around you. Okay. Let's back up and look at that. Seven of Wands, it tells me, you might have felt like you've had some haters, because you are a boss and you don't mind working hard for yours. So, some people might have, shown you a side of them that, you weren't ready for, or just given their opinions about XYZ. It may be your parents, it may be your wife, it may be your cousins, it could be anybody. But when you're working hard on your dreams and aspirations and they don't have that type of drive and ambition as you, Virgo, it comes across as hate. But just know that they don't have that drive and energy like you. They don't see the world like you. And sometimes, it is what it is, but you're not going to back down, and you're not going to be anybody's pussy. That's what I'm seeing, Virgo. You're not going to take nobody's shit going into 2020. Y'all are stepping into this very fierce mode. Six of Wands telling me you're in a very competitive mode, not even competing with anybody, but kind of competing with your own ego, competing with your own objectives. You're actually setting high goals and objectives for yourself, and you are going to go against anybody that comes against you. There's a lot of wands in this reading, and that's a fire energy. A lot of y'all are very fierce because you really are wanting to complete a certain goal. If there's a particular goal that you want to get done and you don't care, you're going to go against anybody who tries to project any type of hate, anything against you. Don't mess with no Virgos going into 2020, because you are very fierce and very powerful, and you've stepped into this self-realization of whom you are. Ace of Swords tells me you got your mind made up. This is a very logical card when it comes in terms of your money, of your love, everything. Logically, you have made up your mind that I know exactly what I want. I'm going to be very practical, very business savvy. I'm going to use logic in all my experiences, okay? You understand, the things that have happened to get you to this point right here. And this is what's driving you to have your mind made up. You have made up your mind as the type of people you want around you. You've made up your mind as the type of energy you want to have around you. The shit you will take, the shit you won't take, what you will accept. There will be rules for everybody. That's the energy coming into 2020. And I see with the Chariot, it's kind of a good thing for you because you're seeking this change, renewal. I mentioned that some people are relocating, but a lot of you are setting the terms on your life because you want new change. You are seeking this change to have increased abundance, increased awareness for yourself. Okay? All right, the Three of Wands tells me I have a lots of wands. I literally, in this reading, I had Six of Wands, Seven of Wands, Ten of Wands, Three of Wands. Y'all are so focused on completing your goals, aspirations, and dreams. Nobody or nothing can get in the way of Virgo this month. And as he looks out on the horizon, he looks into the future. And that's pretty much what he's doing. He's looking into the future. Okay? He knows specifically what he wants. And the passion is behind it. Some of y'all are very artsy. Some of y'all are singers. Some of y'all are, perform some type of music wise, musicians. And you've waited long enough to, showcase your skills. Now will be the time to showcase a lot of your skills. And with you doing that and you fighting towards your passions and being consistent, persistent, all of that will pay off. I have Ace of Pentacles. Beautiful card in this deck. Ace of Pentacles, mastery over your money, business. This is long-term wealth. A lot of y'all will receive a lot of fruits of your labor. Some of you might receive inheritance, even lottery winnings. I mean, there is going to be a lot of abundance coming in for you because you have been through hell and you have had to listen to people hate on you and say how they feel about this and what you're doing. And once that money comes in and once everybody sees you and playing no games, look, Ten of Pentacles. There's no games that will be played this month. I have an Ace of Pentacles, which is a beautiful card. You will have increasing your success, your career, your business, your home life. 10 of Pentacles. Your wife will be happy. Your husband will be happy. You know, you might be with another person that's as business savvy as you. I see a lot of completion, long-term investments, really being stabilized, you know. Lots of that coming in. And it's because you've been persistent, Virgo, very persistent. You got Ace of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles right next to each other, which is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. There's going to be a lot of abundance for you. You're going to be able to do what you want to do, shop how you want to shop, have a flexibility. If y'all are entrepreneurs, a lot of you will see all that hard work and time and energy that when you were getting paid for nothing come in. You have the flexibility to leave when you want, travel when you want, you know, do what you want. 10 of Pentacles. Great card. Great card. So I'm going to go ahead and go into your love aspect of this reading, Virgo. I did pull Doreen's Virtues, a Romance Oracle deck. And on the bottom of her deck, let's go ahead and talk about the bottom of the deck card. Deception. Someone's wearing a false mask or self-mask in this relationship. This is not specifically for relationships. We're talking about love here. This can be family. This can be friends. This can be anybody. But the romance angels, this is encouraging all loving relationships. Okay? If you feel like someone's been deceiving you or in 2019 that you had this energy around you, then this is confirmation that maybe they were wearing a false mask. If you have a female friend or someone around you that you've questioned, are they valid in their support, you know, with all your endeavors? You know, if you're questioning people, you know, really supporting all of your business aspects, you know, then, you know, there's people around you that sometimes is not keeping it real. And overall, this is the energy. And I think that's why y'all have the Ace of Swords energy, because y'all understand, you know, someone around you wore a false mask. Someone is wearing a false mask. Some of you already know who that is. It could be a cousin, friend, whomever, but you're not taking that into 2019. Excuse me, I said 2019. Let me get used to 2020. Y'all are not taking it into 2020. Anybody who's deceived you, anybody who has not supported you, that challenged you, you're not taking that. And it looks like in 2019, you dealt with a lot of deception. So it looks like that energy drove you towards your goals even more. Now, what's going to happen? Now, some of you are dealing with someone where there's heavy chemistry, and you've learned how to walk away from that deceptive person. And if y'all are breaking away from that energy or have recently broken away from that energy, there's someone around you that you feel very magnetically drawn to. You have great chemistry, and both of you may be very spiritually in tune with each other. This is very magnetic, and it's after you really see through whomever's deception. Or some of you, this is recent, you know, it took you a couple months, probably back in December, November, to actually reflect on whoever that was. But recently you've come into meeting someone whose chemistry has increased for you. And this person really admires you. And I say that because they want to do a retreat with you. If you are in a relationship or married and you have been deceived, and you have been, you know, things weren't right at one point, I do see that energy increasing going into 2020, and there's possible forgiveness there. They may take you on a honeymoon to try to reconcile what you have, but a lot of you are walking away from old deceptive energy into this high energy of being spiritually connected to whoever you deal with. And I see a retreat coming up for January, probably into February for my Virgo. So enjoy the bliss of the honeymoon time together. You know, it may be very exotic. It might be something like Florence, Italy. It may be, you know, Paris. You know, it may be a beach getaway. But this chemistry that you're building with that person or someone gives you this spontaneous feeling where you just want to go away with them. All right, what else is going on? Your love life is affected by children. A lot of you are single parents out there. A lot of you are raising children. So you're very in tune with whom you want to date and whom you have chemistry with. Okay? This person might be someone that you want to have children with. Once you go on your honeymoon retreat, you might get pregnant. There may be an effect of children that this comes into the scenario. Some of my teachers are out there, and I feel like this reading is for teachers. Some of this person that you have chemistry with works with you at the school. But there's children surrounding this love. They may have children, and you may have, and maybe co-parenting, and you may be a stepmom, stepfather, or like I said, a lot of people getting pregnant on a honeymoon. And it doesn't have to be like a honeymoon, marriage honeymoon. It's just a getaway where you enjoy each other's essence. Religious factors. It says your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So with that being said, a lot of you really look to your spiritual upbringing as to the type of relationship that you want. And it doesn't have to be specifically religious. It just can be based upon, spiritually, you want someone that's in tune with themselves, that may know themselves, that has good eating habits, that does religious things like meditate. They do things as such as gathering crystals and sun gazing and whatever that is. That's why you have this chemistry, because religiously, spiritually, it's attractive to you. You want someone that realizes whom they are, and has a spiritual connection with what they want to do with their lives. And I think that's what attracts you to them, or what attracts them to you. Addictions are affecting your romantic life right now. So I do see codependency issues. A lot of you have allowed deception into your lives, or in the past in your lives, because you didn't want to be alone, or just felt good to be with someone. So allowing that energy to let it go, and understand that true divine love, it doesn't have to be codependent. A lot of you are coming into that realization. You're letting go of a deceptive relationship where they were codependent on you, probably, and that's all they wanted from you. Okay? But overall, you're going to go on this retreat, and you're going to build that chemistry with whomever. You two may be doing practices as to, spiritual cleansings, and I don't know, coming together, healing children, probably doing humanitarian work together. And you'll have the means financially to do it, Virgo. Look, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so once you are balanced in all your financial and business endeavors, you will want to go on a retreat. You're going to be going on a retreat probably this month into next month. But this is a great reading. Shout out to my Virgos. I'll be back with your love reading for January 2020. Again, Happy New Year. Take care. Mwah.